What if the reason you feel exhausted by self improvement isn't because you're failing, but because you were never meant to fix yourself in the first place? What if real transformation is remembering who you are beneath everything you have learned to become? That is what we are going to be talking about today. Welcome to Infinite You, beautiful souls. I'm Dr. Sheri, spiritual psychologist, multidimensional mindset mentor, intuitive empowerment guide, and soul-led success coach. And here on Infinite You, I help you shift the inner patterns and beliefs that are shaping your life so you can consciously create from new programs, new stories, and attract the reality you actually want to experience. So welcome, welcome. And if this resonates with you, go ahead and hit subscribe and let's dive right in. There was a time in my own journey where I thought growth meant constantly improving myself. And this is definitely a part of the larger culture. Learning more, doing more, fixing more. And the deeper that I went into mindset work, psychology, and even spirituality, the more I started to feel like something definitely was off. Because underneath all of that effort, there was this quiet feeling that I was trying to repair something that wasn't actually broken. And I see this everywhere, especially for sure with self-aware women. You know that there's more for you. You're willing to grow. You're willing to do the inner work. But sometimes it definitely just starts to feel heavy, like you're always working on yourself instead of simply being yourself. Here's what I want you to understand. Humans are incredibly complex beings, and your subconscious mind is definitely designed to learn. All of our subconscious minds are designed to learn. It is the nature of our human design. From the moment that we are born, it begins to absorb beliefs, emotional patterns, ideas about success, about love, about money, about the world around us, about how safe it is, about ideas who you are allowed to be. For sure, this is really deeply happening from the ages of about 6 to 10 years old. And the mechanism, like I said, really is truly brilliant. It is a part of our human design because it allows us to function in this 3D world with all of the things that we have to learn without consciously thinking about it all the time. But here's the catch. Over time, you don't just learn patterns, you start to actually become them. You become what you were shown. You become what you have been told. You have become what you have experienced. And eventually, you forget that there is a difference between who you truly are and what you learned to believe about yourself. And this is why so much personal development can really begin to feel exhausting. Because if you believe you are your programming, then growth feels like you are fixing yourself. But when awareness arrives and comes into the picture, something powerful really begins to happen. You begin to see, I learned this, but this is not me. And that moment really does begin to change everything, because the goal is not to fix who you are. The goal is to remember who you are at the soul level, underneath conditioning, underneath fear, underneath expectations, underneath programs and stories that have been a part of you since you can likely remember. At the deepest level, remembering is a return to your inner authority, and we're going to talk about that in another video that I plan on making really soon. It is a return to your inner authority, your natural creativity, your alignment, your intuition, your connection to something bigger than your patterns. And this is where transformation starts to feel lighter because you stop fighting yourself. You stop trying to force a new identity. You simply start choosing from a deeper, more authentic place, truth, really with a capital T. And so here is something that I would love for you to reflect on today. What have you accepted as just the way you are that might actually just be something that you learned? Because remember, if you learned it, you can shift it, not through force, through awareness, through remembering the essence of who you are. And the thing about it is that when I talk about losing limits in order for you to introduce the beliefs and the thoughts that really deeply resonate with you at the soul level, that's when things really begin to shift. Because when you shift your inner reality, you are definitely rearranging what is going on in the quantum field in your physical reality. And I'm going to be talking more about multidimensionality in an upcoming video, but this is really about what is happening in your three-dimensional world, in your conscious mind, in the thoughts on the top of your mind, and what is behind them in your 4D subconscious mind, the thoughts and the beliefs that may or may not be true for you, but they are a part of you, and everything that you have learned up into this point. Right? And then at the 5D level, at that soul level, at that super conscious level, what is the truth that you want to bring into your subconscious mind, introduce new beliefs, rewrite that program so that way those top of mind thoughts are in 3D reality and absolutely creating what you see. What you see in your physical world is absolutely a representation and a metaphor for what is going on inside of you in your thoughts and beliefs. So if this kind of work that I explore with you every week on Infinite You, awareness, energy, levels of mind, multidimensionality, alignment, consciously creating from who you truly are, definitely I would love for you to hit subscribe, hit like, and definitely comment and let me know where you are on your journey. I read every comment. I would love to hear from you. And if you want to go deeper, I'm going to put links in the description box below to join my free newsletter where I have, I will not inundate your mailbox, I promise you, but I do share reflections, insight, inner shifts, any offer that I might have upcoming that you might be interested in to help you stay aligned throughout your week. And if you are ready to actively practice this work with other women in my community who are doing the same inner reality shift so they can shift their outer reality, come join me in Infinite You in the school platform. I will put the link down below for that. And you do actually get a 7-day free trial. And like I said, both links will be below. So I just want you to remember, you do not have to spend your life trying to become someone better. That is not what this is about. You are allowed, and I encourage you, I invite you to just remember who you already are. Who were you at 6, 7 years old before all this programming really kind of seeped into your subconscious mind? Find that 7-year-old, that beautiful, amazing, I want to say kindergarten mind, but it's really like, 5, 6, 7-year-old mind, right? You're allowed to remember who you already are. It is your essence. It is your soul. It is your super conscious mind, because that is really where remembering begins. And that is really where you get to rewrite your story, rewrite your beliefs, rewrite your reality, and absolutely see it manifest in your physical world. Remember that life starts to reorganize around a different version of you, a more aligned, more authentic, more powerful version, not because you forced it, but because you finally came home to yourself. And I am so glad you're here. I will see you all in the next video. Namaste.